Good morning to all of you present here. This is the second session, .NET programming. The unit 2, what are the objectives are there to be discussed in this session. First one is procedures, dialog boxes, file IO, system objects, error handling, namespace, and finally the last concept for classes and objects. Procedures. Already know about the what is the introduction about this .NET technologies. The second chapter will go to procedures is very important role. So otherwise is methods, sometimes is called event, sometimes called triggered functions, so on. Introduction to procedures, function statement, sub statements, built-in functions in VB.NET. These are the objectives to be studied in this concept of procedures. Introduction Introduction to procedures. Procedures contains all of the executable code in your application. A task can be getting data from a database, checking the status of an order, or authenticating a user to your website. Each one of these tasks can be separated and put into procedures. A procedure is created within a class or a module. The two types of procedures like sub procedures and function procedures. The valid access modifier. There are six important access modifiers there. One is public procedures that can called from any class or module in that application. That's a freeware. Next one, private. That that can be called only from the class or module where they are declared. Third one is shared. That shared procedures that are not associated with an instance of a class. Fourth one is protected. The type of procedures that can be called from the class or module where they are declared or from the derived classes. The next one is friend procedure that can be called from any class or module in the application that contains its declaration. The final access modifier is protected friend procedures that have both protected and friend access. What are the advantages of procedures? The code in a procedure is reusable. After a procedure is created and tested, it can be called from different places in an application. The application is easier to debug and maintain because you can easily trace the source of an error in a procedure instead of checking the entire application for error. These are these two important advantages of procedures. The first type of sub procedure syntax is attributes list. These are the optional cases: overloads, overrides, overridable, not overridable, must override, shadows, shared. The next we'll move to the different type of access modifier: public, protected friend, private. The next that is important keywords is the sub is sub procedures, the keyword. Name is the name of the procedure name. The argument list, ARGLIST, argument list. The next, what are the statements to involved in this particular inside of the task of this sub procedures. Next, you want anytime you were exit of this sub procedure using this command is exit sub. The next, you want to write for the any type of after exiting of this procedure, writing some statements. Finally, end sub. This is the keywords of procedure. So these procedures like that overloads indicate that there are other procedures in the class with the same name but with different arguments. These are this important for overloads. Indicate overrides that the procedure can override an identically named procedure in the base class. Overridable indicates the procedures can be overridden by identical named procedure in a derived class. Not overridable is indicates the procedure cannot be overridden in a derived class. Must overridable indicates that can be procedure is not implemented in a class and must be implemented in a derived class for the class to be creatable. These are this optional case. You want to anything to applicable in this the type of any type of in your the type of situation type of situation of any type of application of this the current problem, then you are using for this type of optional cases. Next, examples of sub procedures. To understand this usage of preceding syntax, consider the following procedures. For example, the calculate discount, that's the name of the sub procedures. You have taken this quantity, unit price of the product, calculated the sales discount. So using this simple sub procedures examples, public, the access modifier, sub is the name of the keywords, calculate discount is this name of the sub procedure, DBL quantity, DBL price is the argument list, as double is the data type of this the particular argument list. Next, the local variable to be declaration here, DBL amount, DBL discount. These are this both will be double data type. To be declaration variable syntax is using for dim. DBL amount will be calculated for assignment statement. It will be multiplication of DBL quantity and DBL price. If this checking condition, if DBL amount is greater than or equal to 150 and DBL amount is less than 250, then the DBL discount 0.1, that is 10 percentage. Else if that statement will come to again the conditional statement, the logicals will come to applicable with the either greater than or 250, then 0.15, 15 percentage. And console right line, that is use of display of this print of the display of a discount, DBL discount. This is a simple procedure. Examples of first type of procedure is sub procedure. The next second procedure is the type of procedure function procedure. The like the same for sub procedures. Function procedures or functions perform a specific task and are created in classes and modules. However, unlike sub procedures, function procedures can return a value. Because function procedure return a value, you need to define the data type for the return value while creating a function procedure. Sub procedure do not be return any value, function procedure only return a value. What is the main syntax? The same as well as for sub procedure. The optional cases for attribute list, overloads, overrides, overridable, not overridable, must override, shadows, shared. The different type of access modifier, public. These are also optional cases. Public, protected friend, protected friend, private. That function is the name of the keywords. Name is name of the function procedure. Argument list as type, data type. Statement, exit function, statement, end function. So again it will be repeated for the same thing for sub procedure, overload, override, overridable, not overridable, and must override. Then again the examples of function procedure. The complete code for calculate discount function procedure is as follows. The calculate discount, the same thing function as a double, returns argument list is DBL quantity and DBL price, the same as well as procedure, but here will be using for return DBL discount and then end function. The next topic will move to dialog boxes. A dialog box adds interactive to your application. You can use the dialog box to accept some values for a user from a user, display some error message to a user, or perform some input or output operations such as opening, saving, or printing a file. A dialog box is simply formed with its own set of controls such as labels, text boxes, and buttons. Dialog boxes are two types, modal and modeless. So dialog boxes, the model dialog boxes further classified into two types, application model and system model. That is, application model dialog boxes does not allow the user to continue working in the same application before closing the dialog box. However, the user can switch to other application. A system model dialog box does not allow the user to work in any application before closing the dialog box. There are four important dialog boxes are there. The message box class, the message MSC box function, the input box function, the common dialog classes. The different type of the message box class using the show method. The methods will come to like that the different type of argument class. The same message box show function to like that the different forms, text, owner text, text caption, owner text caption, and then finally owner text caption, button, icon, default button, and options. Message box enumeration, these are this very important, like that is common constant of enumeration of message box button. OK cancel, yes no, and yes no cancel. There are one single default message box is OK, and two button is OK cancel, two button is yes no, and then three button is yes no cancel. Some of the commonly used for constants are some error, exclamation, and then question and information, like that is icon type is also be using for the type of message box. The example of message box dot show here: hello world sample, and then message box button is OK cancel, message box icon is exclamation, and message box default button is button 1, and message box option is right align. So these are this sample output of a message box. The input box function: input box, enter your name. To use to simply it will like that, the syntax: input box, yes prompt, and then yes title, yes default value, nx and ny is coordinations of this location of the position of this, which the input box to be over to this the particular screen position, either top or bottom. That is the yes prompt is the display for the any characters using for 1024 characters. Yes title is the title bar of this input box. Yes default value, what is the type of the input box? The text box value is default. The empty text will be default will be open. So this is this input box for example here, the two variable to be declaration here, yes where and yes result. Yes where equal to enter the name, username. Yes result is input box of yes where, that is yes prompt value, enter the username, and then log on, that is the log on is the title bar value, user is the text box value, and 50/50 is the position of this top and bottom of the screen size. This is a sample output. A common dialog box. The common dialog box classes to provides you with the functionality to do so. The common dialog class consists of various classes, each of which is used to provide a specific functionality. The classes includes this common dialog classes are: there are 5 important classes: file dialog, color dialog, font dialog, page setup dialog, and printer dialog. File, next topic is move to file IO and system object. So this topics will be discussed about different various type of concepts: directory class, path class, file streams, reading and writing files, reading and writing XML, watching the file system with the file system watcher class. This is this scenario to be drawn for this diagrammatic explanation here. Static methods, instant classes. The static methods, there are 3 important static methods: directory, there is important directory class, file class, and path class. These are this do not be modified. These are static methods. Instant class just be modified for dynamically to change over for the time of runtime. That are 4 important topics will be discussed here. This instant classes: file system info, text reader, stream, and text writer. All the methods or classes to like that, so many properties or functions also be there. So file system info, there are two sub classification is there. One is directory info, another one is file info. Text reader is another to classified into 2 category. One is stream reader, another one is string writer. Stream, another is concept is stream. There is a buffer stream, file stream, memory stream. There are 3 subtopic of this stream instant class. Another text writer instant classes, there are 2 classification: stream writer and string writer. So next topic will move to error handling. Yeah, that important topics for what is this introduction to error handling. When the writing code, there are several types of errors or exceptions that can be occur. Example, the type of errors: syntax error, logical error, and runtime error. Try catch finally, that topic will come to discuss will be later. On error go to, that is on error go to always will be had a bad name compared to the structure of error handling of object oriented languages, but nevertheless that firmly embedded in billions of lines of existing for Visual Basic code. The try catch finally, that is the example for this try catch finally. There are import for the namespaces system.io, public class exception text, shared sub main, dim, string error, a string. The type of error will try uh, come to allocation for the type of stream reader. The string out is this file stream close cache. So many cache. There are three caches will be explained here. The one cache is the default exception for generic exception handler. The again two is this different cache of error. Finally, message box that this will always happen exception or no exception. So end try, end sub, and then end class. So this is better way to final to applicable with VB.NET try catch finally. Next type of errors in this cases for error object, error object. That is type of error is clear, get exception, get type, rise, description, URL, help context, help file, lost DLL error, source number. So next topic will move to namespace. Namespace allow classes to be categorized in a consistent hierarchical manner. The .NET framework is comprised of hundreds of namespaces that are derived from the base class systems. A namespace is essentially a phone book for functionality in the framework and is comprised of types that you use in application. The types can be classes, enumeration, structures, delegates, or interfaces. The conventions of naming namespace is as follows. The first part of the namespace up to the rightmost dot in the name of the namespace. The last part of the namespace name is the type name. These are this namespace example data. System.data is the data access. System.data, SQL client and XML and OLEDB. These are the data accessing with the help of this data namespace. Services, system.diagnostics and then system.messaging, and then these are the services to be helpful to be directory services, helpful to be any type of applications. Networking, system.net and system.net sockets. These are the help of this network protocols as well as Windows network Windows sockets. Graphical user interface namespaces, drawing, system.windows.forms. These are the help of this graphical user interface concept. Next, security, system.security. There is the help of this, the type of .NET technology. Web services, system.web, system.web.caching. These are the help of this, the type of namespace. General application, system.collections, all the type of system.io, all the type of file IO should be supported for the type of general application. Globalization, system.globalization, the internationalization classes are available in this particular namespace. The next topic, the final topic will be discussed in this session, the unit 2, classes and objects. These are these classes, modules, overloading, overriding, constructor, destructor, garbage collection. Classes are reference types or the backbone of .NET Common Language Runtime. For example, to be declaration here, dim mystream as filestream equal to new filestream. You are the creating an object is called mystream, which is the instance of the pre-built files class, filestream classes. There are two types of important classes types. Instantiated, that is the instantiation to represent the abstract concept by a concrete or tangible example. Instantiation is the producing a more defined version of some object by replacing variables with values or other variables. Next, there are several ways to create a class, and trying it all depends on what you are trying accomplished. To add a class that will be used within an existing application, you can right click on your project name in a solution explorer and select add, then add class from your pop-up menu, and then create a new solution using the class library templates. Open notepad and in your new text file type class, press enter and type end class and save the file with a.vb extension modules. When teaching VB classes, new developers have a hard time understanding the difference between these class modules and standard modules. The Microsoft official curriculum for VB fundamentals states that class modules are beyond the scope of this course. It kind of leaves you hanging. Here is the to build two bullet answer. Data in class modules is unique to each new instance of the class created, whereas the data in standard modules is global to the applications or to methods within the standard module. Data in class modules is destroyed when the class instance is destroyed or goes in garbage collection, whereas the data in standard modules is alive from the lifetime of the application, only being released when the application ends. These are this sample of class statements. Examples of this syntax here: attribute list, private, public, protected, friend, shadows, multi inherent, inherit, and non inheritable, class name, implements, interface name, statements, and then end class. Overloading. Overload is multiple method constructors or properties that have the same name but different parameter list. These are these examples of this overloading. Class 1 public overload function search. Here the type of argument list by val, that is a string name str name as string return, you search by name only, end function. Public overload function search. Here that is this, the type of this overload function to be occurring in this same name but different argument list. Overriding. Override, you can provide a new implementation of an existing method in another class. These are this already the class 4 and class 5 how to be the implemented of our existing method. Here this the function name is add new, that is this what are this string name, again this argument list. The original implementation of this add new method. The next is set speed to implement of this, again this public name. Here the speed set for this end function, and then public class for class 5, init of class 5, there is a function for add new, again this one to implement of this add new method. Here this overridden for this existing class 4. Constructors. To create a constructor for a class, you create a procedure called new. When the class is instantiated, new is called automatically. The client code does not specify class name dot new in its code. So these are this codes will be example for public class 5 and class 4, that is add new, the same method for overridden from the constructors to be executed from class 5 is created. Destructors. The destructors to run a class is no longer need. When the writing class, you may want to control when resource should be released. You can do this by using the dispose destructors. Using dispose, you can write code that free resources from the class and have some control when the memory gets released back to the operating system. After dispose is called, you may decide to set the object equal to nothing. The example of destructor is class 5. How to this close this all the type of connection. Garbage collection, that is the final topic. Destructors are run when class is no longer need. This mechanism is handled through a process called garbage collection. With garbage collection in .NET can determine on its own when a resource is no longer needed and reclaim the memory that the resources was using. The garbage collectors will reclaim and allocated resources the next time it runs. This is known as non-deterministic finalization. You know that the resources will be reclaimed by the OS operating system, but you really do not know when. Thank you.